Okay, hello, Mr. Lagerway. So, looks like tonight I'm gonna actually be the teacher, so I will take your spot. I'm gonna be Miss Peterson, and I will be teaching problem number 9 on page 559 on partial fractions. And before I start, I'm actually going to just say a Bible verse, like what you've been doing, because honestly, it's been helping, and it's great to do before math. So it's Psalm 23, and I've actually had this verse memorized since like second grade. It's just stuck with me, and yeah, so here goes. Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Yeah, that verse has always stuck with me, and I feel like even now, in these times, it's been helping me even more. It helps me remember that the Lord is always with us, guiding us down his path, and it's just reassuring in these hard times. And even though things ended abruptly, we are still walking down his path, and with our faith remaining strong, we can see that. So yeah, starting now with math, we're gonna go ahead and do that. So we are integrating 3 over x squared plus x minus 2 dx. And we're going to do some side work over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take something, which we'll call a, over the factored form of this. So we're going to make it x plus 2 plus something else, which we'll call b, over x minus 1 equals 3, and I'll just leave this in factored form so it's easier to see. Good. So in order to add these fractions, we have to have a common denominator. So what we'll do is multiply each side by x plus 2 and x minus 1, because that's our common denominator. So here we go, right here. I'll just write this at the top. All right, so these cancel. And for a, we already have that x plus 2, but we need that x minus 1. So we're going to be multiplying a by x minus 1. So I'll write that down here, a times x minus 1 plus b needs to be multiplied by x plus 2, because we already have the x minus 1. So b times x plus 2 equals what we're left with right here, which is 3. Okay, great. So now we do have to solve for a and b. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to make x, in this case, equal to 1. So this way we can get 0 for this. So if we make x equal to 1, all we're going to have is 0 plus b times 1 plus 2 equals 3. Awesome. Okay, so we have b times 3 equals 3. Divide both sides by 3. And then we'll put over here that b equals 1. Great. Now we're going to make our x equal to negative 2 in order to make this 0. So we'll make x equal to negative 2. In this case, we'll have a times negative 2 minus 1 plus 0, because this will cancel out right here, equals 3. All right. Now we have a times negative 3, which equals 3. Divide both sides by negative 3. And a we're going to have equal to negative 1 as our final answer. All right, so now that we have found both b and a, we can separate this into two separate integrals. So we'll take the integral of a over x plus 2, which we found a to be negative 1. So I'll just write 1 over x plus 2 for right now, dx. But because a is negative, in order to have a du over u situation, we have to stick that negative on the outside. Great. Now we can write plus the integral of b, which we found to be 1, which is easy enough, over x minus 1 dx. Great. All right, so now since we have our two separate integrals, and they're both du over u, we can have the natural log, negative natural log, of the absolute value of x plus 2 plus the natural log of the absolute value of x minus 1. And don't forget that plus c, because that'd be really bad. We don't want to do that. Okay, so to get rid of this pesky little negative sign, we're just going to take the natural log and put 1 over x plus 2 just to clear that up. And then I'll write out the rest, x minus 1 plus c. All right, so knowing the laws of the natural logs and logs, we can put natural log of the absolute value, just to condense it a little bit, x minus 1 over x plus 2 plus c. And that is our final answer. Natural log the absolute value of x minus 1 over x plus 2 plus c. Great. All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Lagerwey. And just want to say thank you again for the party. And we had a lot of fun, and I was glad to see people and talk. And thank you for a great 3 years in math. It's been a great time. And yeah, so I'm signing out, and I'll see you later. Bye.